In this video, we'll cover the basics of navigating around in Sakai from an instructor's point of view. You probably know how to access Sakai. Just go to sakai.durhamtech.edu or use any of the links to Sakai found on the Durham Tech website. Log in the upper right corner with your user ID and password. If you forget your password, you can use the Reset Password link here on the left to reset it yourself. If you're helping a student who forgot his password, you can direct the student to use the Reset Password link also. Each time you log into Sakai, you'll always land in My Workspace. My Workspace is a place where you can access your courses and store private files. On the right, My Workspace shows an aggregated calendar that pulls together dates and deadlines from all courses you're involved in. And below it, you'll see recent announcements from all of your course sites. Let's look at a few menu items on the left. My Workspace has its own resources area where you can store private files. By default, nobody but you can access the files that you put in the resources area of My Workspace. The first time you log into Sakai, click on Account to verify your email address. The email address shown here is where you will receive emails that are sent using Sakai's email tool. You'll learn about the email tool in Module 5. If the email address listed here is incorrect, please let us know by sending an email to sakaihelp@durhamtech.edu. Here at the top is a very important link, More Sites. More Sites shows a list of courses you have access to. At this point, as a new Sakai user, you see two sites listed under the training category, Intro to Sakai and My Practice Course. Intro to Sakai is where you will learn about Sakai as you work through the 10 modules of this workshop. The modules contain text, pictures, videos, and activities for you to complete. My Practice Course is an empty site where you have instructor access, which allows you to add and modify content. The activities in this workshop will direct you to go to My Practice Course to try out new skills and to practice setting up a course site. During this workshop, you'll be jumping to the Intro to Sakai site and then over to the Practice Course site and back as you work through the modules in the workshop. The course site you're currently in is always displayed in light blue at the top, so you know where you are. Just click on More Sites anytime you need to go to a different site. Now let's go into a typical course site and take a quick tour. When you go into a course site, you land on its home page. On the left is the course menu. Instructors can customize their course menu. They can add or remove items, hide certain items from students, and so on. You'll learn how to do this in Module 4. On the right, the course homepage shows recent announcements. In Module 2, you'll learn how to post announcements and how to configure the way recent announcements are displayed. Below is the course calendar, where due dates and important deadlines can be posted. The center area of the course homepage is called Site Information Display. It's a good place to put the title of your course and your instructor contact information. You can also add a picture here if you like, and a course description or course outcomes. You'll learn how to do all that in Module 3. Now let's look at some of the menu items on the left. In this course, the instructor has posted a syllabus in the syllabus area. We'll show you how to do that in Module 8. You'll notice that each course site has its own resources area. Instructors can use resources to post handouts, PowerPoints, and other files for students. This is different from the resources area we saw in My Workspace earlier. My Workspace Resources is a private file storage area, but anything you put in your course resources area will be visible to all students enrolled in your course. You'll learn how to use the Resources tool in Module 7. This instructor is using the Lessons tool to post weekly content. And he's using the gradebook and tests and quizzes tools. The extra credit module at the end of this workshop provides a quick overview of these and other tools. In the top right is a special tool that lets you see what your course site looks like to students. If I go up here to View Site As and choose Student, I can click around to get an idea of how things look to students. Be sure to click on Exit Student View to get your instructor controls back. Now let's return to the Intro to Sakai site and look at a few important tips for navigating in Sakai. First tip, do not use your browser's back button when working in Sakai. Instead, use the navigation links and buttons within Sakai to get around. Second tip, Sakai remembers where you left off. If you drill down into an area like this, go to another tool within Sakai, and then return to the first tool, you'll come back right where you left off. This can be handy, but it's not like most websites. Clicking on the blue opposing arrows at the top of the tool will reset the tool and take you back to the start page of that particular tool. As you work through the 10 modules of this workshop in lessons, remember that you can click on the Reset tool at any time to get back to the start page. That lists all 10 modules. Third tip, you can click the question mark icon in the upper right corner of any tool to see help about the particular area that you're in. So for example, if I want to use the Schedule tool to post some things to the course calendar, I can click on the Schedule tool, then click on the Help icon, and I'll see information about how to add items to the calendar. The help you find here is actually very clear and useful. We encourage you to give it a try. And finally, remember that the Home button always brings you back to the opening page of the course site. And also remember to log out up here in the upper right corner when you're done. This concludes our tour. Thanks for watching.